Wasn't long ago that I was in your shoes. So far, yet so close. The generations intermingle like so, but any wisdom I choose to impart onto you will only end up in a dissolved juice of loathing that our kind are used to. But I digress. Where to start? Where to start? Maybe in the middle, for in reality my affair with Mammon began long, long before I ever met his physical manifestation. November of a brutal year. That kind of cold where your very eyes shiver so you can't even see straight and lose focus of what you've been looking for in the first place. I had been on the tail end of a breakup, my mother's suicide, and my sister's prostitution. But of course I was living in the first world. Such things are only considered problems when they are applied to those of outside or other means. Regardless, a difficult time it was, and my path or occupation as a painter made it no easier at all. Death was a knocking at my door, and every day she seemed to dress in her fullest regalia, asking me to bed. A temptress she was, for at the time I was by all means a complete failure, having graduated my high school near the top of my class with no interest towards further academic studies of anyone with some interest towards getting a job in these times. But of course, I was the outlier. I'd break into the industry at around 25, and like all the other ones did before me, and I'd ride that wave until I hit the artistic wall, in which case I could just survive off the merchandising by then. The summers grew shorter though, and bit by bit that 20 turned to a near 30. Those I'd graduated with having acquired jobs at a nice desk with a wife or husband a little pudgier than they, but still all the more reliable than the groupie whores I'd come to relieve stress with after shows on the crispier edges of town. And even after such a romp, I was hungry enough to go to the local delicatessen for a discount sandwich. When lo and behold, it was a mask, nay, more than a mask, a new visage, sitting before my very eyes, its contours glowing with the most vibrant non-expression, the most no neutrality of a skull, yet complemented with a fierce gaze of a lion. Rawr. I brought it home, cleaned it up a little. Deciding to humor my intrigue, I was persuaded to make it a definitive part of my new exhibit. Now, I'd been used to the occasional discouraging murmurs in my ears during a show about this lot going off or this person trying to steal a painting, but a new voice echoed in my skull after having put on the mask. With a light-footed bourgeoisie accent, it said,
"Idiot! What are you doing? What are you doing?
Paintings on the floor, not the walls. Not the walls. Be avant-garde. Be unique. Be
An artiste! An artiste!"
And what the hell? I listened to it. And what the hell? It was right. It worked. And I became more popular than ever.